Hey guys, it's Matt. This is going to be the official announcement for the podcast, which is finally coming here. It's been a long time coming. We have activity on all the channels now. This is going to be launched on the M8B9 channel, which is basically a dumping ground for literally whatever I do. If this gets enough traction, then we're going to spin it off into its own channel, just like Creative Reviews has been doing for years. And of course, we'll be putting clips on Instagram, where it's funny, and I know this is always a tangent, and this is a place for my tangents. This is all a place to be an outlet as well. But I didn't know anything under 8 minutes on Instagram will show up as a long form reel, just as it does under 10 minutes on TikTok. The reason why we're not doing TikTok is because for some reason they banned me, and I thought that was just kind of stupid and pointless. And yeah, I'm not going to go back and just like redo my content for a platform that may not be here for too much longer. You know, we'll see about that. Anyway, about the podcast itself. It is going to be an outlet for me. It's going to be about maybe 3 talking points at a time, and we'll kind of just like go through them, and it'll either be just me or it'll be me and somebody else. So the good thing about these wide, ultra wide lens cameras like this, what is the DJI Pocket 3 and the Action 4 and 2 and all that. By the way, not sponsored, you know how I feel about DJI, but they're functional. Because of that little mic setup, it can be me. This, by the way, we have no mic on right now, so this may be sounding terrible, but it could be me, it could be somebody else, and this is wide enough to actually get us on the street here. And what makes that interesting is that it's not just in one stationary place. Although, hey, in a pinch, we may do something like that. That was weird. We may do something like that because like it's very easy to get like a little tripod, fix the camera there, and just have the 2 people on mic, and then that just works. But what's interesting about this is I can meet somebody in their neighborhood. We can walk around in their neighborhood. This is as far as it goes, so it could be me and the other person just talking about literally whatever it is. Oh, child. And what's great is we have the best backdrop in the entire country, if not the entire world, to work with. Why not just have this here? So again, what I'm thinking about doing is 3 talking points per episode. For example, for as long as we're going to be here today, I have to go back in maybe like 30 minutes. But the first topic is going to be Inside the NBA on TNT. One of my favorite shows of all time. Has technically been around since I was born in 1989, maybe 1988, I think I've heard. I'm not exactly sure. But that's going to be a hot topic for me because it's something that's media. I'm into media. I'm always about media. But it's something where the characters and personalities, they have almost been like another friend to me. You know, on those days where you kind of get home and you maybe just want to watch some sports, and maybe you don't, and maybe you just want to be around people that are talking about the same things that you are. And in this case, it's 4 amazing media personalities: Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and Shaquille O'Neal. And the reason why I'm actually talking about this is because TNT, Turner, owns, I think, the rights for the NBA in the particular time slot and, you know, in the situation that they have. But NBC has made a bid, and according to rumors, it's been accepted. So NBC will be taking back the NBA after many, many years. And NBC has like a classic theme song. You probably have heard it. It's like a great vibe. And you know what? I'd be perfectly fine watching the NBA maybe on NBC, on Peacock, because I know they're trying to bolster their streaming service. But inside the NBA, with those 4 personalities, it's greater than basketball. Like, it is fundamentally just, it's my favorite time of the day. if I could have it, I would have it on every single day, not necessarily talking about the NBA, but just talking about everything in general. And here's where my mind goes to different situations. In my perfect world, this core group of 4 people would stay together. Now, I know that there are people on the outside, there are people who produce it, who do many things for this. So just having the 4 personality is it's the best that we could hope for, but it's not going to be perfect because of their years and years of just working together, doing such a great job. The more I think about this, the more sad I get because, so rumor alert, it seems like Ernie Johnson and Kenny Smith are going to be sticking with the network. But it seems that Shaquille O'Neal is kind of up in the air. Charles Barkley is reportedly leaving the network. So we don't really know what to see. It seems like that core 4 is being broken up, and that's saddening. That's sad to me, and I really don't know what to think because, again, there have been days where I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to be around people, but you go home and you have these personalities, and they make it really feel like it's your friends. Because they act like friends, whether they are coworkers or not. They act like they're friends, and it's just an incredible they complement each other so well. I don't know. By the way, we are by the helicopter launching pad, which is a place I really like to go to, but now you probably can't hear anything. But I always like watching the helicopters take on and off. And that's another thing. I have extreme ADD. And if we're talking with somebody, me and them, it may be that, hey, I literally see something that I want to, look, there's a helicopter, there's something else. But it may be that, and then we can kind of interact with that in real time. And that's something that really excites me, again, because I have ADD and I can't focus on one thing, and it just kind of works. It really does. By the way, if you're located in New York City, Brooklyn, even Jersey, reach out to me if you want to come on the podcast. Please let me know, because I think that would be pretty interesting. I listen to podcasts. I don't so much anymore. I'm kind of more of a TV on in the background, or maybe even YouTube. So maybe I do listen to some podcasts in form, but it's these long form media really helps on downtime. It helps when you're working. It helps when you're trying to go to sleep too. It really helps in so many different ways. And also, it's very lucrative if you are monetizing this. So there's a reason why we're all doing this here, and there's a reason why some of these big media companies send their top talent to do this for 2 hours, 3 hours a day, because it does make money. It's long form content, so it's gonna, look it up. It's interesting, and I'm glad that this kind of works out, because again, I need an outlet, and I need to talk to you, I need to talk to other people, I need to verbalize it so that I can actually, because when you talk about something, it becomes more real, and you can kind of see things in another way here and there. Regardless, it's just interesting. But yeah, we're going to touch usually on 3 topics. I'm going to try to see if I want to do it 20 minutes an episode, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe a little bit long. And for me, it's going to be a thing where there's going to be no edits, no cuts, unless there's some extreme thing that happens. Yeah, there's going to be none of that. Because I wanted to keep it natural. I know right now I'm literally walking in circles here, but again, we have this as a backdrop. Why not? Why not do this? But also, if you're here, what do you like better? Do you like kind of this tight look if it's just me? Do you want even this if it's just me? I know maybe it may be harder for it to hear and to pick up on the mic. But if we have 2 people, I can easily just do this That's the person right there, just talking. I don't know. This is something I really have been wanting to do for a long time. I haven't had the time, I haven't had the resources, but now I believe I do. So I'm ready to do this, to have it be picked up, and to do this as regularly as possible. Now I know that there are people that will release things on a schedule, and I know to have the greatest benefit from YouTube, social media in general, it's best to release things on a schedule, and I'll try my best to do it. But for me, whether it be a long form podcast, a short podcast, I'm going to release it as soon as it's done, because there's really not much editing to do other than maybe putting some title cards and some titles within the video. That's pretty much all I need to do. So if we talk about something that's relevant to the day, unless something is going on, I will try to make sure that I can have this out as soon as possible, because it just interests me so. So this, I will transfer it to my phone, I'll edit everything because I'm very mobile, and then I'm just going to shoot it out. I forgot where I came from. I think it came from that direction. I don't think it was that way. Okay, anyway. I get mixed up sometimes, and that's okay. It's alright. But yeah, that's the announcement. We're launching the podcast finally. It's been way too long, and I think this is exactly what we need to do at this time. I think I came from that way. Oh yeah, we can go now. Another reason why I wanted to do this was for fitness purposes. I have not had a traditional 9-to-5 in maybe about 4 months now, because I've been dedicating everything to social media. And one of the main things is that I have been going out with friends more. I have been riding my electric bike basically everywhere. And because of that, I've really neglected eating well, and I've neglected fitness. So this kind of walk and talk thing will be actually something that I really need to do. So it's for me. If you want to do this with me, again, reach out, comment section below. Oh yeah, the email, I think we'll stick with this, creativenyc2024@gmail.com. If that doesn't work out, then we'll create our own separate email for this particularly. I mean, if it works out, that's working out. That means people really, really care about this. But we'll see exactly how this goes. Everything is up in the air. I'm very excited about this. It's been 13 minutes. It feels good to walk around. There is a threat of rain, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But that's okay. Anyway, if there's anything, did we even cover 3 topics today? We did TNT. We did podcast formats. The Knicks. We are talking about the Knicks. The Knicks are the biggest thing in the entire city right now. I have my Knicks hat on. I have my jersey on underneath here. It's a very casual fit day, so I can do this. But it's taking over the city. I'm meeting people that I haven't. If you've seen the other videos about the after parties at MSG, those have been insane, and I've loved being around that. But I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to jinx anything, I don't believe in jinxing, but the Knicks are very close to actually moving on to, what is it, the Eastern Conference Finals? I believe it is the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's going to be against Boston. That's going to be a very, very tough series. Of course, I want them to finish things out with the Pacers first. But wow, if they do that, I would love to go to a game. If anybody works for the Knicks, please God, just get me a ticket for that, because that would be amazing, because at this time I cannot afford the cheapest ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals. That would be insane. By the way, I am going to the MSG viewing party for the away game where it's taking place in Indiana. where the Pacers play. I'm going there on Friday. And if you ever get the text message from the Knicks or MSG about these little watch parties, they're fun. You get to sit in the arena, you watch the game on like the giant jumbotron, the big TV, and of course you can buy like expensive food and stuff. But if you here's the thing, my friend wanted to go to the MSG shop, and without having a ticket you can't get access to this. This viewing party was only $10. Extremely cheap, but the tickets went out very quickly, so it was really hard to kind of get this. Although I did get 4 tickets for my friends, I'm excited, but he wants to get like the Kith merchandise and the other things that are around there, so he has that opportunity to do so, to go inside the inside the stadium for $10, and that works, because otherwise if you wanted to go to MSG to get his clothing, that would be minimum $600, $500 now. Expensive. If this goes to a Game 7, that would be insane. I at this point, I wish I had more connections where I could get maybe like a discounted rate on tickets, but at this point it's just me. I'm just here walking in the city, and this is what we do. Anyway, guys, I think that we have talked enough. I am heading back up to the movie theater, where I forget where it is, because I hate the financial district other than Alamo. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put in the comment section below. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram at m8b9, creative.reviews, creative.ny. We'll launch a podcast-specific channel too, again, if this takes off. So we'll see. Anyway, I love that. Last but not least, email is creativenyc2024@gmail.com. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.